clock tower there that houses Big Ben. It's getting a little extra attention this morning. That's because it turns out it's actually leaning just a little bit. Could it be approaching Pisa status? We're checking in this morning with British journalist Quentin Letts for the lowdown, if you will. Good to have you with us this morning. So it's actually leaning a little bit. It's the tower that's leaning, not the bell, right? Because the bell is actually named Big Ben.
And it's not me either, Erica. Greetings from a slightly windy London. But if you look at that beautiful clock over my shoulder, your more eagle-eyed viewers might think, ooh, something looks a bit wonky there. And yes, I'm afraid it's true. It is leaning by 0.24 of a degree. Now, that's not quite as bad as the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which leans 5 degrees. And we have to go 4,000 years until we catch up with Pisa. But she's leaning, it's true.
Okay, we've got a little bit of time. So the important question, of course, since it's there, in front of Parliament, is it leaning left or right?
This is very much the big political issue in a Britain which has a coalition government at the moment, and they're all trying to claim, oh, it's going to the left or it's going to the right. But the big problem here, I think, is that Big Ben, actually the Big Ben is actually the bell, but we all refer to the clock as Big Ben, is very much a symbol of Britain. And if she falls over, we are going to be bereft. It's quite a big problem.
It would be a rather big problem, although, as you pointed out, we've got a few thousand years to deal with it and perhaps come up with a solution, which is important. It is one of the most visited sites in London, though, is it not?
It is. As you look at it, you might think, goodness me, that looks an old building. In fact, by British terms, it's pretty new. It was built in the middle of the 1800s. And the reason it's leaning is nothing to do then with simple old age. It's to do with the excavations that have been going on underneath, the tunnelling that has been required for the London Tube, the underground railway system. And so this is a man-made problem. This has been literally undermined by engineers. And if engineers have caused the problem, well, perhaps they can come up with a solution before we find a way of putting her right again.
That was my next question for you. Do we have a solution? So, and then just to be clear, this is caused by the tunnelling, not by the rumblings in Parliament.
I think so, not by all that screaming and shouting that you might see, nor by the public's opprobrium, the hatred for politicians that happens here. No, it's to do with the tunnelling. And there has been an awful lot of work done underneath. A new line was put in about 10 years ago underneath, and she's starting to list. And it is a problem for us. Imagine if the Statue of Liberty started to lean over into the Hudson. It is that symbolic to us.
It absolutely is. Really quickly, I have about 10 seconds. The headlines in British newspapers are famously fantastic. Best one you've seen in relation to Big Ben's list there?
I beg your pardon, Erica, just repeat that.
Oh, I'd asked you for the best headline, but I'm told that we're out of time because I know they're just always wonderful in the UK. But we appreciate you being with us this morning, Quentin. Thanks.
Thank you.